Hello my beautiful friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having the greatest day today. In honor of Amazon Prime Day coming up, I thought I would finally sit down and share with you some of my favorite items that I've ordered on Amazon throughout the years. I literally don't even know when we started with the Prime subscription. We've had it forever and I honestly don't know what we would do without it. I went back all the way through my order history to 2017 to find the items that I love the most. And I have a couple of these videos coming out just because there's so many items. I wanted to break it up into categories. So the first category that I want to go over are just home items. There's a lot. I really had to narrow this down quite a bit. The first two I want to mention, and I didn't collect all the things around the house. I'm just going to post pictures of them to the side. The first two are for our dogs, or now dog. We had two boxers who unfortunately have passed away, but we still do have an Old English Bulldog, Mr. Beefy. I'm sure he'll make his appearance at some point in this video. But we have this amazing dog bed for him. It is I don't even know what it is. It's this memory foam orthopedic, it is legit. It comes vacuum sealed in this little box and then it fluffs up. We've had it, I keep looking over there because it's sitting there. We've had it for probably close to 2 years now and you would never know. Before I would have to order or buy dog beds every 6 months to a year. And when you have 3 dogs, they're pretty expensive. So it adds up. So I bought 2 of them, one for the living room in front of the fireplace and then one for our bedroom in front of that fireplace. He's a very spoiled bulldog and he loves them. He's in them all the time. It helps keep him off the couch, which is really helpful, but I'm really surprised because he's 90 pounds. I'm really surprised at how well they held up, and the covers just zip right off and you can just throw them right in the wash. They're awesome. If I have to reorder another bed at some point, I'm just gonna get the same one. They were well worth it. And I wanna say, I don't remember the price. I wanna say it was maybe $50 a bed, which I thought was really reasonable for the size that it is. The next one for our dogs is the neater feeder. If you have a dog that is a sloppy drinker, whether it's an Australian Shepherd, a pug, or a boxer and bulldog, these bowls are your floor's lifesaver. So they have different sizes as far as the height of the dog. We did get large just because the boxers are really tall. And the same size worked for Beefy as well. And they have, in the picture, I don't know if you can see all of it, but there's the 2 stainless bowls and then the top part and bottom part lift off from one another. So as they're lapping the water and whatever falls out of their mouth, in the top basin in the front, there's a little slant and it has a whole bunch of holes all throughout the front of it. And the water just falls down into that bottom basin. You separate it and then you just dump the water out. I'm telling you, we've had, Tyler would have been 11 this year. We've had the bowls for 8 years and we will never ever have another bowl, regardless of what type of dog we ever have. Even if we wind up getting a smaller dog at some point, we'll just get the smaller version of it because they're just literally the best money spent for him. The next item, we ordered a new couch for the living room and it's a sectional, but again, I'm looking because I'm sitting in the living room and it's right in front of me. When we designed it on how many pieces we needed for our living room, and it's a decent sized couch, there were no smaller sections that had the little, I don't even know what you would call it, a storage drawer, and then cup holders. It just wasn't part of this set, which is fine because we love the way that it looks, but when you're sitting down, it doesn't work so well, to put your cup somewhere. And the sides of the couch are flat and they're just a square, or well, I guess a rectangle. And these cup holders, what are they called? A couch arm holder. It can fit multiple different size drinks in it, and then it's a rubber material. So it stays on the couch regardless of what material it's gonna be, and it's weighted on both ends. And then there's like a little tray that you can keep remotes or whatever else that you need in there. They were perfect for our couch, and it, because they're like super flexible, it allows you to, like, whether it's a curved arm or a square arm like ours, it will fit multiple different types of couches. So those are a recent find, and I'm thrilled with them. My one complaint, I will say, is they didn't have many colors to choose from. I think we wound up getting the black with the gold on top. We don't really have any gold in the house, so I might spray paint them, but that's like my only complaint, is they didn't have a ton to choose from. This I use a ton. It is a lap desk. So I do work from home most of the time, and to sit on the couch or sit in bed, wherever I am with my laptop, it makes things so much easier. I don't have my laptop sitting on my lap, not being able to like breathe, if you will, with the fan and like have air circulate. It's just awesome. You can elevate it so that it's like sitting at an angle. There's a little cup holder. There's a little tray to hold things that slides underneath. It is, I didn't think I would use it as much as I do, but it's awesome. And then the legs fold and they extend, so it folds down to nothing. So you could stick it like in between your nightstand and your bed, and it would fit there perfectly. It's not like for a bulky item, it folds down pretty compactly. I love it. This seems kind of silly, but I've tried many and this works the best. So I love making wreaths and decorating for holidays, and our front door is a pretty large door. And these wreath hangers, like, I first use rubbing alcohol on the door to make sure that like it's totally clean. I put these on. I think it's fallen off once during like a crazy windstorm, and that was it. And I've had them now, it's like a year and a half that I've been using them at like on the same door, and it's fallen off once. Like, they're awesome. And then they don't damage the door either, just because they're like a suction cup. It's really silly, but it's like, they're perfect. Door stoppers. So our home we bought from the guy who built it. He builds homes for a living, and there's like little weird things that he didn't do, and one of those things was putting like door stoppers on the baseboards behind all the doors. So we have a 2-year-old son, and he gets wound up sometimes and will like run and then like slam a door open, which, I mean, everyone does it from time and time again. And they're these little rubbery door stoppers that you just put on the wall, and the doorknob will bounce right off. In the back of them, they're sticky, but they're not like an aggressive adhesive. Like, they would just peel off the wall really gently. They are awesome. I didn't have to drill any holes into baseboards. Like, you literally just stick them on the wall, and worth every penny. Love them. What else? I have my little list in front of me. Oh, as well as talking about children. For our kitchen cabinets, laundry room, bathroom, any cabinets, like the doors that you don't want kids to get into, when you're baby proofing, you need some sort of locks for your cabinets. And again, with the whole drilling into things, I just prefer not to. So we found these magnetic door locks, and they just stick on with like a little adhesive. And then there's a little round magnet. The trick is not to lose the magnet because we have done that once before. I probably stuck to like a saucepan or something, but they just like, you use a little magnet and you line it up with the one piece, and it just unlocks, and it's awesome. There's nothing hanging. Like, I hate aesthetically how it looks when on like the handles, there's those big plastic things hanging, like scratching up your beautiful cabinets. It makes me nuts. So these were perfect, and everyone that comes over that tries to open a cabinet that's locked, they're like mystified because they don't see where the lock is. So really nice. So cameras and our doorbell for outside. We use the Blink system. It is so easy to set up. It's all wireless. It literally, like, we have a camera on a tree in the backyard to like look at the back of the house. We have cameras all outside. We added all the doorbells. It's awesome. You get it right on your phone. Like there's an app for it and you get notifications. It's wonderful. Like we went back and forth for a while on what type of security system we wanted, and it works awesome. Like as far as cameras go, we love it. We've bought them for other people, like family members, for Christmas and stuff. They're just really, really simple to use and cost effective for whatever you're doing. And then and then they do have a flood lamp too, which we did order but haven't installed yet. But like you can keep configuring it based off of whatever, it's just really, really nice. On the note of safety for the home, we swapped out all of our deadbolts on the man doors for like exterior doors, and they're awesome. They have a backup like actual key that goes along with them, but there's a keypad on it. So I think it's up to 20 people or 20 different codes that you can assign. And then, so you can give them to friends, family, contractors, your real estate agent, whoever needs to access the home. And when that person enters their code, it will send you a text or an alert saying that that person has entered your home. So when someone's there, if you're expecting someone at a certain time, whatever the case is, it's just really nice, especially if you have younger kids that you not necessarily trust with an actual like physical key, but it's just so much easier. So we really like. Those are relatively new for this house, but we have had them at the other house too, and they're just awesome. And then what else? The fire cube. So we have a toddler, which means our remote control is not always available, if you will. It does get lost from time to time, and it's typically in the couch cushions, which is fine. But it's really annoying when they are like into a new show and you just need to turn on the TV in general and you can't find it. So the Fire Cube is hooked up with Alexa, and we ask, I don't even want to say it because it's going to start up the TV, but if you ask Alexa to play something or shows, like it's all voice activated too, which is really, really helpful, because we lose the remote quite often. So that we do really like, and it does hook up to Netflix and YouTube and all sorts of different apps on the TV, which we don't have regular cables. So for us, it works really, really well. And then we just hook up like our sign-ins to all the apps that we have. What else? A couple more. So this seems a little bougie, but they were pretty cheap. So silk pillowcases. I don't know why I ordered these. I hear that it's better for your skin and your hair when you're sleeping, and I love them. Like, they keep me cooler at night. I ordered a set of 2 ivory ones for Eric and I. Eric does not like them because they slide off of his pillow too easily, but I love them. And then my son, who's 2, I ordered him a set of blue ones to match his room. We're going to be converting his toddler bed into a full-size bed for his 3rd birthday this year. So, and he has like really sensitive skin. So once we get him like big boy pillows, I want to put those on him too to hopefully help with that as well. So love those. You can get really, really expensive ones, but these are awesome. They're just, I would never buy an expensive one because these are just as good, I feel like. Another thing that I did buy is an air purifier. I originally ordered this because I work with epoxy to make tumblers and resin work, and the fumes are toxic. So it was important that I had an air purifier for that space. But I've been shuffling it around room to room because I haven't really been making tumblers anymore. So I painted the inside of my son's closet a couple weeks ago. I put the air purifier in the closet and I closed the door and just ran it all throughout the day while he wasn't home. When we first brought our newborn home, I also set it up in our bedroom and just literally left it running nonstop because that's where we were a majority of the time. It is awesome. They have a couple different types of filters. One specifically that I used for harsh chemicals for the resin work. They have a pet one, and then I think they just have like a generic one too. And then you can order replacements for it as well. So that I do really like. It's just something you don't really think about, but I feel like has made a difference with our air quality. And then last but not least are these black planters. I love plants, I love landscaping, I just think it elevates the space so much. I ordered 2 different sets of these. I have 2 outside on our front patio, and they're super lightweight. For as tall as they are, there's like a shelf in the middle so that the whole thing is filled with soil, which helps if you need to move them. And then I have 2 in my dining room with 2 Bear to Paradise and then some other like tropical plant. I don't even know what it's called, but they're so like elegant looking and they're easy to clean, and planters can be really, really expensive, and I have a love-hate relationship with them because I love them, but it's so hard to justify spending hundreds of dollars on one planter. Like, it's just, especially for big ones like this. So to find 2 of these as a set for under $200, I thought was just an awesome deal, and I love them. So I will probably wind up buying more for the outside once we start really like landscaping back there as well. So that is it for my Amazon favorites for home. Please tell me what your favorites are for like home as well in the comments down below. These videos are some of my favorite to watch. I love seeing what people have found and really like gotten great use out of over the years. And I want to hear what you guys have. So leave it in the comments down below. If you like this video or even like these types of videos, let me know, but also give this video a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. I would love to have you as part of my YouTube family. We will see you in the next one. Have a great day, guys. Bye.